or name containers that store data in memory. You assign the values using the equal sign. Okay. And example you can see here, right? The example x is equal to 10. Okay. This means we are assigning the value to the one variable. Okay. We can assign to the 10 to the variable x. Okay, you can see here example, we are assigning the value that's called as assignment. This name before the equals is called as variable. Okay, after the equals is called as value. Okay, and if you want a real-time example means if you in your home there will be kitchen, right? In the kitchen so many containers are there. Okay, in the container we store the sugar and the rice, so many things like that, and we label that right one, that is sugar only, this is rice only. Okay, that called as variable name. Okay, and when we store, right, that is called as value. Clear with variables? Okay, let's continue. Okay. Coming to the data types. Okay, data types are divided into two types. Okay. First one is single value data type and second one is multi-value data type. It's also called as collection data type. Okay. Coming to the single value data type, the first data type of single value data type is integers. Okay, that called as integer type. Okay, integers means integers are whole numbers without decimals, including positive, negative, and zero. It should be a whole number, and without the decimal values, it should be a whole value, and including it can be a positive, negative, or zero. Example, this is a variable. I am giving the variable name as age and equals. I'm assigning the value is what, 30. Okay, 30 represents the person's age and as an integer. Okay, we don't need to mention this is integer, this is float, this is a boolean. Okay, so automatically Python understand what the data type is this. Okay, that is whole number. It can be a positive number and it can be a integer. And the real world usage, you can see the counting the items such as products in inventory or quantifying attendance numbers in events. Okay, when we conduct any events, we tell in whole number, right? 100, 200, 299, like that. We don't set in decimal value like 1.5, no, 299.5, like that, right? We set in a whole number that called as integers data type. Okay, let's continue. The next type of single value data types are floats and strings. Okay. And another one data type is Boolean. We'll continue in next slide. Okay. First to a float. Float means it's a decimal. Float is data type. Is also called as decimal value, and float represent decimal numbers useful for the precision like price or measurement, like that. And example, your price is equal to, I am giving the variable name as price and value is 99.99. You can see that, right? Decimal after the whole number, we are having the decimal value that can be a holds the price value. It's called as floating value. Okay, coming to the next data type. I'm giving the only introduction to the data type. I will cover in a deeply in a upcoming classes. Okay, strings. Strings are stores of text data enclosed in a codes. Okay, they are segments of characters and immutable. Okay, example storing customer names like alias. Okay, string means as a sequence of characters. Okay, you're having the name, right? When we giving the value, variable name is equal to your name. Okay, the name should be enclosed with the single quotes or double quotes. Then the Python can understand it is a string. Okay, this is about the string. Okay, let's continue the Boolean and the single value data type having the Boolean, and another one data type is complex. Complex data type means the combination of real value and imaginary value. Let's see the Boolean basics. And Booleans are can be a true or false. It can be a 0 or 1. 0 means false, 1 means true. Okay, representing the truth values. Okay, example is active is equal to true, means I am giving the directly variable into the value, that is can be true or can be false. We can directly give it cannot be enclosed with the single quotes or double quotes. It can be directly mentioned as true or false. It can be a Boolean value data type. It indicates if user's account is active or not. This is example it is. Okay, real time we have to see the application is used in a control flow such as checking condition in if statement. In upcoming class, when we doing the looping conditional looping statements, you can understand we use the so many boolean data type in conditional data types. Okay, let's give the introduction to the multi-value data type. Okay, okay, in the multi-value data types, there are so many data in five data types are least. The first one is least. The least, what is, let's see the what is the least. Least are the ordered collection that can be a old multiple values and their contents can be changed as mutable. And least is a mutable. Okay. If you consider least means if it contains a, it should be enclosed within the square brackets and it can be collection of so many values. It can be a string, it can be integer, it can be float, it can be a boolean, it can be a complex value. It's a collection of so many values. It can be a list. Okay, it's an ordered collection data type, and it will be multiple values. Okay, and you can see a real-time example storing the product IDs like you can see here. Now it can be it is enclosed within the square brackets, and there's a number right. It should be separated by comma. Okay, or customer you are using the string means you can see here, right? A string should be enclosed with the double quotes or single quotes and separated by the comma if you are using the list. And the properties are I said right are created in the square brackets and it can be and mixed data types. Okay, I think you are clear with the list. Let's continue. Let's operators. Operators means arithmetic operators. There are so many types. In first one is arithmetic operators. Operators means we're using to operators to operate the functions. Okay. The basic author mathematical operations are addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. You learn in your mathematics, right? It's an example of calculating the total price with a tax like that. Okay. In other properties like modulus, the modulus is a reminder of division. It should be a use with the percentage symbol and exponential. If you want to use the power, you can use this operator that is double time of star. Okay. And example calculating the simple interest or applying the discounts. Okay. Coming to the next one, comparison and logical operators. Comparison means we are comparing the two variables. Okay. Equality compare equality. If you want equality means you have to use the two equal symbol. Inequality means first that is also not called as not equal. Okay, there should be exclamatory and equal mark. And if you want to the greater than, if you use the greater than symbol and less than symbol. If you want a greater or equal, these are all we used in a conditional statement. Okay, in upcoming classes you can learn this so those things and less are equal to the written boolean results are used to for the conditions and coming to the logical operators and we and true and or not. Okay, there are three types. And means if true, if the both conditions are true, we use the and condition as a true convert. If you are having the two conditions, one is true, and if either one is true, you use the or. That can be a any one condition can be true. If you will give the output. Okay, in AND operator, if you the both conditions should be a true. Okay, then only we'll get the output. Otherwise, you will get the false. Okay, not means negates the condition. If you it's the opposite one. If you want to true means it opposite to the false and not false means if you opposite to the true. Okay, use it to combine the multiple conditionals to check as such as verifying if the user use meets access requirements. I think clear with these operators. Okay. Let's went deeply with the programming. I completely tell in I'm sharing and I will tell the variables types, variables rules and operators, operator types and deeply we'll study now with the programming. I think clear with this all things, basics things. Yeah, good. Let's continue. Share my screen. I hope you can see my screen. Yeah, good. Okay, let's show my screen. Can see my screen, right? Anyone please confirm in the chat box so I can continue. Yeah, good. Let's continue. Okay. Today we cover right variables. The variable means we use to store it or else to store and manage the data, and operators and calculations to performing the operations on data, and keywords and reserved words are understanding the Python special words, and data types and classifications are working with the different kinds of data. Okay. Let's see what we learned today. And today's learning, we covered already this one. Okay. Let's see. Python variable, what are they? Okay, variables means it like a label boxes to store the data, not the values. Okay, you can note that one. Someone asked in the next real-time example, I given a kitchen example, right? If you are using the label jars in your kitchen, I am giving the contains sugar means you have sugar jar, salt jar means contains salt, rice jar means contains rice. Okay, it can be a variable name, it can be a what? It can be of your data values that we store, right? Okay. Let me see the an example in a Python. Okay, I'm giving the name. These are the variable names. These are the values. Okay, I'm giving the name. Okay, I'm assigning the string alias to the variable name. Okay, you can see here, right? String means it should be enclosed with the double quotes or single quotes. Okay, and next one is age. Okay, is equal to 25. Okay, next one is height is equal to 5.6. This one is what? Floating value. Okay, you can, if you want to print this one, you can print sp print. Okay, you have to use the print statement. You can, if you give the directly as name, comma, age, comma, height. Okay, if I run this, I'll get the output. On this, my kernel is code right? Okay. Can see right? Name is alive and age is 25 and height is 5.6. Okay, this is our output. If you have any doubts, someone raising the hands. Okay, let's continue. Next one, the creating the variables and some more basic rules. And now let's see how to create the variables. And it can be syntax, it can be note down you. The variable name is equal to value. First should be a variable name and it should be separated by what? Equal and it is value. And this is called as assignment operator. It takes the values on the right hand, assigns it to the variable name on the left. Okay. Example, you can see that. Okay, I am giving the example, the student name. Okay, assigning the student name as a string and assigning the student age as integer and assigning the student marks as a floating value. It can be a percentage, and if passed is equal to, I'm giving the boolean value that is as true. If you want fail means you can be a false. Okay, I am printing this all things that you print student name, student age, student marks, and if passed. Okay, let's run this. Okay, I'm getting the output right. John 20, 85.5, true. I think you clear with this till now. Can be text in a chat box, so you can confirm. Okay, let's continue. Next time you can see the real-time example. Student registration. When you are registered to the college, there is a student registration form, right? Okay, let's do the student registration form example. I am registering a new student by assigning the value to the variable. Okay, I am giving the first name. His name given the Sarah, and last name is Johnson. Okay, and this roll number is 101, and email should be a enclosed is a string, right? And is a name, right? It should be enclosed to the what? Single quotes or double quotes because it is a string. Okay, then Python can be a understand it is a string. Okay, then I'm printing. Okay, you understand these things, all things in the upcoming classes. Just understand. Okay, okay, I'm giving the student name. I want this what means when I run this. Okay, I'm getting right this student name. This is F is all called as format. Okay, if you enclose with the double quotes, what you double enclose with means it will be given as already given to the output. Okay, if you use the flower bracket and given to the variable names, it gives the values. What you store in the variable name, it will get the values. You can see here, right? The student name given as value what? Sarah Johnson. It should be added. First should be first name and second should be a last name. Okay, use just the F string for formatted output, and roll number is 101. Roll number and given output is what? 101, and email should be what? Email is equal to what? Email is sarah@school.com. This is how we use the variables in programming. Okay, clear with this? Yeah, good. Let's continue. Variable naming rules. Let's see the variable naming rules. Okay. Rules of naming the variables. The Python having the specific rules for how you can name your variables to avoid errors, and what should be allowed, what should be not allowed. Let's see. You can use the variable name for you can use the letters from lowercase a to z and uppercase a to z, and you can use the numbers 0 to 9, but not at the start. Okay, you can use the numbers in between at or lost. Okay, the variable name should not be start with the number. Okay, next with underscore, you can use the underscore. Okay, it can be a between, it can be a start, it can be a after the variable name. That is your wish. Okay, and let's see what is not allowed. Expect the underscore. Another special character is not allowed. Okay, if you use the special characters, you will get the error when you're saving your file. And starting with the numbers, and it should be starting with the numbers, it should not be allowed, and spaces should be not allowed, and special characters also not should be special characters known also known as hash, dollar, percentage, etc. And Python keywords, you can see the and the important note, Python is a case sensitive. You can note down is also someone asks Python is case sensitive or not. Okay, Python is a case sensitive, and name you can see here, right? This one what all thing is lowercase, and this is start with uppercase and install in the lowercase. This is uppercase. It's all considered as a different variables. Okay, let's see the example, void one or invoid one. Okay, let's see the first one is void one. Okay, void. If you're using the student name is what? I'm student name. Use this underscore for readability snake case. I'm using the snake case. Snake case means what? First letter should be uppercase. Last all should be a lowercase. Okay, and a student name I'm assigning as Tom. Next, age 2 is given as 25, and the private data I'm giving as a secret. It should be start with the underscore. After you can use the interval variables also, and the first name it can be okay. First letter should be of a lowercase, and you can use the name as n should be a uppercase use, right? It can be also wild name. I am giving the name as Mary. Okay, this is also wild and often called as a camel case. Okay, And the total score of the game, you can use the underscore in between the variable name also. I'm assigning the value as 100, and descriptive name also are good for clarity. And the left printing, if I when I printing, it should be a, if the valid name I given should be a print, otherwise we'll get the errors. Okay, print, I'm giving the void. Okay, I'm giving the values that are student name, age, private data, first name, and total score of the game. Okay, let's run this. Okay, after running, I'm get like void or what term 25 secret Mary 100. Let's see the invalid names. Okay, invalid names are what will cause a syntax error, or other the errors is incompleted. Okay, first one is what, let's see. Okay, okay, why are you using the hashtag? Because the what comment. Okay, two students is equal to error. I'm getting the red. Okay, you can see the error, right? When I run this, I will get the what? Syntax error. It can be a you should be follow the all the variable rules. Okay, let's just be commenting this one line. So I will get the while output, and you can see here, right, the number should be not should be present at the first. Okay, number should be, can use the numbers in between or after the variable name. Okay, and the student name, you can use only special character what underscore. Here minus will be a sign use the, so that's why we're getting the syntax error. And it can be a class, should be class as a keyword, so the keyword should be not used. Okay, what are keywords you can learn in our next classes. And my name is equal to error, and this space also not be used in a variable. If you use the space, you will get the same thing error. Okay, indentation error. Okay, and expectation. Okay, so the space should be not allowed in a variable. Okay, when I removing the what space. Okay, after I am running this one, see I'm getting error by the indentation, right? Here is a space, so space should be not allowed. Okay, let's run this. Okay, I'm getting not errors, right? Okay, next one, 1 minute. When I am printing, okay, printing what my name. Okay, just run this. I'm getting what? I'm giving value what? Error. So I'm getting the value. If you want means if you want my name, then after get I want value means you can use what open with the single or double quotes. Just give your variable name, my name, and close with the what double quotes or single quotes. Okay, then it should be separated by what comma. Okay, in the what I'm giving the what colon. Okay, let's run this. You can see right my name, then colon, and the value is what error. Okay, if you want the both variable name and the value, you can use this syntax. Okay, I think you're clear with this. Clear with the variable rules. Anyone confirm in the chat box? Yeah, good. Let's continue. Next thing, variable assignment method. There's so many methods to assign the value to the variable name. It should be a different ways to assign the values, and the Python offers us flexible ways to assign the values to the your variables. Okay, first type is single assignment. In assignment values, one value to the one variable. When you are using the single assignment means if you use the if you want to if you have to use one variable and if you have to give the one value, it should be what to do assigns the value to the 100 to the variable price. The price means where the value is what 100. Okay, when I running this, I will get what price 100. Okay, okay. This the syntax is called as F string method. You learn in the upcoming classes. Don't worry. Okay. Next one is multiple variables and same value. Assign the same value to the multiple variables in a one line. Okay, I am giving the so many. what so many variables and giving the one value to the all variables. Okay. When I'm giving x is equal to y is equal to z, and z is equal to 0, what should be these all three variables x, y, z are assigned with the values 0. Means x is equal to 0, y is equal to 0, z is equal to 0. If you are having the same value to the all variables, you can use the multiple variables same value method. Okay. So I'm printing this x, y, z, and I'm getting what 0, 0, 0. Okay. Then let's go next example using the string a is equal to b and is equal to hello. So both a and b what assigned with the string as hello. You can see here, right, when I'm printing a is hello and b is hello. Okay. And the third method is multiple variables and different values. It can be a unpacking. Assign the different values to the multiple variables. In one line, the number of variable must match your value. Okay. And you should be clear with this. Someone raising the hands. Any doubts you have? The meeting chat is open, right? It's on. Yeah, good. Let's continue. Okay, someone raising the hands. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's continue.
Hi, Akshay, quick question, please. I cannot enable my chat. I don't see the chat option.
Okay, unable to choose. Okay, I'm
And
meeting.
secondly, it was very hard logging in. It took almost 20 minutes for me to log in the morning because it's saying you are not able to verify the characters, whatever I type in. It was saying like just honest feedback. Um,
Okay,
Apart
you
from
can
that,
use the
class.
meeting ID and code I shared, right? You can use that option also when you're using the joining the meeting. If you install already Teams, all should be stored. You can use the joining link.
क्या
The
लिखा
same.
है क्या बना रहे हैं सब
She's not okay.
Okay, and owning
हाँ
the Q&A, you can use that one also.
भूल जाना क्या चलो पकाई पकाओ
Just having the your
Chat window I cannot
चिकन
see
खाना
for
हो गया
some time. I'm
हाँ
attending other trainings. I could
क्या
see
करो
the chat, but here I'm not able to see the chat.
meeting chat is on already. Let's see.
Even I am
Let's
not
see.
getting to chat, bro.
Now see.
Even I'm also not able to see the chat.
Now see.
Oh,
No chat box is disabled.
disabled. Yes.
Now you can access
No, no.
No, sir. No, sir.
Q&A.
No, sir.
Enabled.
No, sir.
Hey, someone are typing in chat. Let's see.
No, it's
You
showing chat is not available due to organization policy. The admin has turned off. This message only can able to see.
Okay, let's see.
you can use the Q&A.
Q&A is enabled.
Question and
For
answer
me,
you can
Q&A
answer.
also is not enabled. I don't see.
Okay, I'm allowing your mic also. If you have any doubts, you can ask there also. If you have access to the chat or Q&A, you can ask the doubt there also. Okay, don't worry. Okay, let's continue.
Sir, could you please explain it one more time?
Which topic?
The previous one, sir.
Variables rules are.
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's continue. Variable assignment methods. Okay, there are so many methods to assign the values to the variable names. There are so many different ways to assign the values. Okay, Python offers flexible ways to assign the values to your variables, such as you are given the one variable, you know only one value. If you are having the same value to the other variables, you can use that all variables and give the single value. Okay, let's see the single assignment value. Assign one value to a one variable. Okay, when I'm using the one variable, I'm giving assigning only one value. This is called as single assignment. Okay. When I am running this one, I'm get the single variable name and single value. Okay. And let's see the continue next one. That one that is called as a multiple variable with the same value. Assign the same value to the multiple variable in one line. Okay. X is equal to y is equal to z. You can see here, right? There's so many variables and assigning with the only single value. Okay, and when I'm printing this one, so I will get the x value as 0 and y value as 0 and z value as 0. Okay, you can, if you're using the string also, you can use the both a and b as assigned to the string to the hello. And when I'm printing, so I will get the value to the variable name is hello and b is hello. Okay, this is called as multiple variable with the same value. Next one is the multiple variables, different values is called as unpacking. Okay, assign the different values to the multiple variables in one line. To the number variable must be a match the number of values. Okay, if you want to single line means single should be a even so many variables in a single line and it should be equal to the same values. Okay, if you given a three variables, should be three values should be given. Okay, value should be unpacking to corresponding values. Okay, this should be a name is matched to the alias. Okay, it takes the value as alias. Age means it takes the value is 25 and city means it should be a NEVAC. If, how it is assigning means name it can be alias and age should be a 25 and city should be a NEVAC. This way is assigning the value. When I am printing, so we get the name as what? Alias and age should be a 25 and city should be a NEVAC. Okay, then when you're using the width comma height, this is also a second example. And width I am giving what 10 and height should be a 20. This assign the 10 to the width and 20 to the height. And when I'm printing this one, I will getting the value as for width is 10 and height is 20. This way can be a three methods for the variables to assign the values. Okay, clear with this? Yeah, good. Let's continue. Next one, real-time example. Let's see the should be example that can be online shopping. Okay, if you're using the online shopping, you can see in your like let me take an example Amazon or Flipkart. Okay, you're setting up the shopping cart initial values, right? Item count is should be a you can see the when you're not putting any items in your cart should be a it should be a single initializing what 0, right? So I'm giving the initialize value as what item count for the variable name is 0. Okay, and the total price initializing the total price value is 0. If you not added any items means it should be a price should be a 0, right? So I'm initializing some values what 0. It should be a it can be a rupees in plus paisas, right? Yeah, so I'm choosing what floating value should be a decimal. Okay, in the shopping cost should be okay, I'm choosing the floating value is set a fixed shopping cost including your tax and all things. Okay, if you are in the discount means you can add the discount. Okay, I'm initializing with what 0. This called as initialization. Okay, before the programming, when I choose the giving the values, right, this called as initialization. Okay, I am the should be a display in a good manner, right? So I'm first one, my app name was shopping cart initialize. Okay, when I am giving these values, what I'm just printing what shopping cart initialize. Okay, you can see here when I running this. Yesterday we learned the multi-line comment also, right? If you want a multi-line comment means what? If you have to use the double quotes 3 times and ends with the double quotes 3 times. Okay, this is called as what? Multiple line comments. Okay, okay. When I run this, you can see here, right? The shopping cart initialize. Right, you can see in the if you want to print items, you can use this one. Let's see the next one. Okay, let's see the initialize values. What are those? Okay, okay. Okay, after that, you can see here, right? The items is count 0 and total rupees 0. Shipping cost should be a 5.99. That can be a dollar. And discount is what? $0. This is I am initialized. I'm getting the initialized values. Okay, let's see the one customer details. Okay, the customer name, this one what? A multiple name with corresponding unpacking method. Okay, the customer name, customer phone, customer city. Okay, it should be a match with the how many you use the variable should be equal to the your value. Okay, customer name is what? John Day, and customer phone number is what? This number. That can be customer city is Mumbai. Okay, the all things should be in a string. It should when I using the string, the character should be a enclosed with the double quotes. Okay, and print what customer details. The print, the name is what? Customer name. The phone is what? Customer phone, and city is customer city. It should fetch the value from this. Okay, when I am running this, you can see here shopping cart initialize. The items are initializing, and the customer details are what? Name, phone number, and the city. You can see here, right? Okay, this is the initializing method. If you want, let's see the dynamic typing. Okay, Python programming is also called as dynamic timing. Okay, dynamic typing, and a variable can changes the types. And what? Let's see the what is the dynamic typing. Python is a dynamically typed language, and variable can hold different types of data at the different types. Okay, if you are using the single, if you want an integer means you can use the using the type casting. You can change the integer data type to the float or integer to the string like that. When the Python is there are no need to the declare the type beforehand. Like in some other languages in the Java or C, the variable should be no need to declare the type beforehand. And the variable type is determined automatically by the value you to assign it. Okay, this is called as dynamic typing, and Python programming also called as dynamic programming. Okay, let's see the example. You can betterly understand use this type of example. And I'm taking the variable name as data. It should be the value should be of 42, and data is initially what? Integer. Okay, then print the value. I'm printing the value with the string, and this is a type. Okay, if you want to see the okay, let's be multiple line comments, then you can understand neatly. Okay, let's see the first one. Okay, data is equal to 42. Okay, data should be what? 42 means a whole number, right? That called as what type? Integer data type. Okay, then print value. I'm printing the value. Okay, data. If you want to see the data type of these, there is a function in a Python that is type of. Okay, type of. In the type of in the you have to mention the variable name type, open the parenthesis, and the variable name and close with the parenthesis. Okay, this one is called the type is the function is used to find the water data type. Okay, when I am running this, eh, wait. Okay, you can see right. When I'm running this value state 42 and type is what class integer. You can understand a class when I'm starting the object oriented programming. Okay, the value is what 42 and type is what integer. Using the type function, you can see the type, which the type. Okay, in upcoming classes, using the type, you write the programming. It should be a beautiful. Let's see the next example. Data hello world. Okay, data is reassigned as what string. Okay, the print value is what data and type should be a when I am finding the data type of this data, what I will get string, right? When I'm writing this, you can see right hello world and type is what string. Okay, let's run all things, then you can understand neatly. And next one is comment, right? Okay, you can see right data, and again data is reassigned as what floating value. Okay, when I'm using the type with the variable name, what data type I will get float. Okay, and data is again reassigned with what boolean value. It is true is what boolean value. There are two types of boolean values. One is true and another one is false. Okay, I'm using the value, and when I'm searching with the typecasting, I will get the what boolean as a data type. Okay, clear with the dynamic typing. Yeah. Let's continue. Can see the real-time example user input processing, and imagine you are filling out of the form and input changes, meaning is processed. Okay, this can be your example. I am using the user response and giving the input something like that, and printing the initial output your response, and now suppose you want to treat like as a number or like that, and you are printing that response, and later you using the Google form all thing, right, will get the like things, and later perhaps you using the your response is a greater than 20, you use a greater than also learning from the next operators. So let's see the run this. It's running. Uh, let's continue next topic. After getting the running, I will show you the output. Okay. Next, the checking variable types. Next, how to find the variable types. Let's see. Okay, Python provides the built-in function that called as type. I already detailed, right? The type is used to the built-in function in the Python is used to tell us the data type of an any variable using the type of function. Okay, the syntax is very simple. Type and open with the parentheses and close with end with the parenthesis with the variable name. Okay, this is the example. You can see the types when I running this. This is what string, integer, floating value, boolean. This one what data type list. Okay, this one is dictionary. Dictionaries we are in the data type. You will run what are the dictionaries, what are the syntax. Okay, let's see the understand the topic now. Okay, you can see right. The class type was string and integer. Class is float and the student is what boolean and the list is what class type is list, and the next one is dictionary. Dictionary is a set of key and value pairs. Okay, and the type of dictionary is what class and dictionary. Let's see the real-time example of data validation, and knowing the type of data is a crucial for the validating the user input or ensuring the operations are performing the correctly. Okay, this can be a data validation. The data is valid or data is invalid. We can using the data validation, we can check that one. And I'm using the this one username. I'm giving the values, right? Okay, and password, this is the value, and login attempt is 3, and account active is true. When you're using the bank application, you can see like this, right? Okay, there is a three chances, three OTP will be correct and password will be correct. Then only it will be login. Otherwise, it will be after three times it will be block. Okay, like that. I'm taking down example for the registration tree system for data validation, and username I'm giving this is username, and the password is my password, and the login attempts is number of times is three times, and account active is I'm using the boolean to true or false. Okay, okay, let's print user data types, and the username type of username what string, and the password type is what type of password is what string, and this is whole number, it is called as integer data type, and account active is true. Okay, and let me see the example for the potentiality. What if the login attempts was a string? Okay. If your string means then it will be login attempts equal to string, and this string is even it look it like a number. Okay. When I print the attempts a type of a string, when I type of when I see the type of login attempt string, it should be enclosed with the double quotes, right? When if you try to do both login attempts, it will be what string string string. Okay, you can see here, right? When I'm using the type of login attempts, we'll get the what integer, and other and reassign what with the what three in a close with the double quotes. That can be a converted into the whole number integer data type into the string. Okay, this is called as type casting. You will learn next. Okay, and attempt type as if string, the class is a string. Okay, you can see here. This is called as data validation. You can see a real-time example, your banking applications or login applications, so many things. Let's see how to type conversion, and this also called as type casting. Okay, converting between the data types, and sometimes you need to change the variable from one data type to the another. Okay, this process is called as type conversion or type casting. Okay, the common conversion methods are you can use the integer, float, string, and boolean. The integer is used to convert the integer when you're using the any data type. If you want a float, means float into integer, you use the int method. And as float is convert to the decimal number, and string is convert to the text or string, and boolean is convert to the true or false. From one data type to the another data type is called converting. This method is called as what? Conversion, type conversion, or type casting. Okay. True, not all conversions are possible. For example, you cannot convert the string to the integer. Okay, I can't be converted because allow when you are storing in your system, the string is stored as what? Binary values. It should be in a part of 0 or 1. Okay, that can be not be possible. Okay, next example. String. Mute your mics, please. That's why I'm on mute.
मुझे मैं करूँ करना है तो
Okay, let's continue. Please mute your mics, otherwise I will not allow your mic also. It's my interruption. Okay, let's continue. Example for the data type casting. Okay, if you want to convert from string to the number conversion, you can use this one. Is text is equal to 25. This is what string. Okay, the print. I'm getting the type of the a text. What I will get type string. Okay, the age number is equal to, I want to convert this integer, this string, I want to string to number. So I'm giving using the what int typecasting, int, and open with the parenthesis, and you have to give the what variable name and close with the what parenthesis, and converts the 25 string into the what 25 integer. So the print converted age, you can see the age number, the type what age number is what will get integer. When I am running this, you can see here, right, the original type of the cache is string. Okay, after conversion of the age is what integer. Like that we can convert. Okay, the second one is after the integer to the floating value number. So you can use when you're using the whole number is equal to 10. So as an integer. Okay, when I'm in the printing the original type of the whole number, it should be a type of the whole number. Okay. I'm after one, I have to convert to the integer value means to the float. I'm using the what? Float type casting. It should be a float keyword and open with the parenthesis, and you have to give the whole number and it should be a close with the what? Parenthesis. Okay, when I am printing it to the type casting, you can see here, right, the score what was first what integer, then I'm converting the string, then you're using what the second one, third one, right, the floating integer. So you can see here, right, original type of the whole number is what class integer. After conversion, what I'll get, I'm seeing the type, what data type is what float. Next, if you want the conversion boolean, you can use the empty string or empty list or the function as what false. If you're giving the empty means that is called as false. Okay, print the boolean 0. It's conversion. I'm giving the conversion, right? Bool of 0. The bool of 0 means what? False, right? So you can see here, right? Bool of 0 is false, and I'm giving the bool of 1 means what? Bool of 1 means true. I'm getting the true. And bool of empty means I already said, right, empty, I'm even when I'm getting empty means this is 0, it should be a false. Okay, then if you give in the string bool of hello, it should be a what, I'm giving the a non-empty string, so I'm getting the what, this is not empty, I fill with the string, so I'm getting what true. Okay, then print the boolean with the, I'm giving the empty list, so I'm getting the empty list means there is a no nothing value, right? So I'm getting what false. When I'm the giving the list with the values, so when I'm running the with, but I will get the what true. Clear with the typecasting? Yeah. Let's see the real-time example calculator input. Sure, same thing. Let's continue to the operators. So let's see the what are the operators. Operators are the special symbols or keywords that perform the operations. It's called as what? Apparents. Okay. For example, in here 5 plus 3. Okay. This plus is called as what? Operator. And 5 and 3 are was operands. Okay. When you use the operators, you have to see this one like that. Okay, there are so many type of operators: arithmetic, comparison, logical, assignment, identity, and membership. Arithmetic operators are your mathematical operations like addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. Okay, if you use the double division means that called as floor division. Okay, and this percentage if you use means that is called as modulus division. If you use the double time what star, it called as power. Okay, like a square, if you want a square, if you want a cube, if you want, you can use the double star. Okay, if you use the star means that is called as multiplication. Okay, comparison, that can be a compare values like a double equal means you are equalizing value. This is called as not equal, and this is greater, this is what less than, this is greater than or equal to, less than or equal to. This all also returns what true or false. You can comparison value will be used in the what in the conditional statements. Okay, that can be a if else. Okay, in upcoming classes you will learn that one also. And logical means the combined conditions and or not. These are the and or not. These are the logical things. Okay, assignment means assign the values z plus equal, plus equal, minus equal, star equal. You understand next example. For example, identity means check if the two variables refer to the same object or not. I'm using the, there are two types are is and is not. The membership operator asks check if a value is present is in a sequence in or not in. Okay, clear with this is okay, this is about the types of operator. Let's stop till here. Then we continue